We back. We back.
Every time I'm on. Every time I'm here.
I know, dude. What's up with that? You
Bad juju,
you
man.
bring too
Bad
much
juju.
power, dude. You suck up the whole Wi-Fi, dude. Hey, guess what?
It's all this energy.
This is funny because we call the Spectrum people, right?
Yes.
And they send a tech like for the 5th time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the tech they sent was like, I said, because he has a mask, right? I said,
Yeah.
were you the one that came the last time? He goes, yeah, it was me. I said, dude, I got an extra room, bro. If you just want to,
Hang
Stay
out.
here.
yeah, if you want to live here, bro. I mean, you could be our hashtag PVT IT guy,
Yes.
right?
And you would never have a bad feed.
No. And you know what? Something happens, we'll set you up on that pole right away, dog.
Quick.
Just keep the ladder. And then if anything happens, rock. I'm heading up to the pole, man, checking it out. But no, it's kind of annoying, ladies and gentlemen. But let me tell you, if we do go off again, you can go to our social media and we'll let you know what the update is. But we will keep on recording the show and we're going to be uploading it in its entirety because we got some really good content tonight right here on hashtag PVT Tuesday Night Live with the gang. Okay.
Yes,
so, ladies and gentlemen, we like to do the headline with Rally. Rally's headline. What's up, Rally?
Already? Ooh.
Let's do it.
Hello, what's up? So this is some really, really interesting news today. And let me just, give me a sec. You caught me off guard. Okay. So my headline says, documents appear to show Hunter Biden's signature on an $85 receipt of of laptops left at a Delaware store. And it's the center of an email scandal. And other paperwork also reveals that the FBI has been in contact with the owner of the shop. Okay, so it says that the Delaware computer shop where Hunter Biden had left the laptops those laptops actually included details of his international business deals. And last week, a New York Post report claimed that Hunter Biden's laptop was abandoned at the computer shop in April 2019 for months and was found to contain emails that purportedly implicate Joe Biden in his son's international business dealings during his time as a vice president. So I am going to show the receipt. So I do have the receipts to show.
The picture they use.
I know.
Yes. Yes.
Hunter
bro.
looks gangster, man.
Super,
Like that.
super.
He looks like the guys I'd run into when I'd go into the bar en Mercedes en la escondida. Hey, ¿qué pasó?
Oh my
¿Qué
God.
pasó, Juan?
So the receipt does appear to have Hunter Biden's signature signing off for the repair work for his 3 MacBook Pro laptops for $85. So, however, the signature has not been verified yet, but it's a scandal.
Well, that's what it seems to be. And I think the scandal is that nobody wants to report on it. I mean,
Right.
It's like been a total blackout. I go on Yahoo search engine every day, every morning. I go on Yahoo search engine. Not a single, you have little squares and it's, not one single report of the Hunter Biden emails or the Joe Biden deal. And then
The people that are trying to voice it have been extremely suppressed from talking about it. So.
it's shocking.
Sucks.
And then the New York Post, which is a 200-year-old newspaper, everybody's calling it a tabloid now, right? Because
Mark Dice calls it the Washington Compost.
no, that's the Washington Post.
Oh, what
we're
did
talking
you
about
say?
the New York Post.
Oh, the New York Post.
The New York
okay.
Post is the 200-year-old newspaper.
Got it.
That got a hold of this information from that
But-
Rudy Giuliani guy.
Yeah.
And so
I hate Rudy Giuliani.
But the whole thing about it is the guy, Hunter Biden, took his laptop to a repair shop for $85, right?
Like, you can't have your camarada fix it?
And he never went back to pick it up.
get it.
And so the dude that owns the shop, he says, well, I guess I better clean it out and maybe I can resell it so I can make my money. You know what I mean? It's like a pawn shop, right? You got so many days to come pick it up. So he, I guess, checked it out and opened it up and he started seeing all this stuff and he goes, a la madre. So he saved it all on a hard drive, right? And then he called the FBI, and the FBI comes and he picks up the damn laptop and they take it with them. And this was like 8-9 months ago. And the guy's looking every day in the newspaper, when's it coming out? All the crap that's in it.
Wow.
And it never came out. So then, he calls Rudy Giuliani's lawyer or attorney, right? He calls pues Giuliani de volá mandó el compadre, hey, ven levanta esa laptop, carnal.
De volá. I'm surprised he didn't try to sell it on the black market for information or something, the guy.
Well,
the shop owner.
Yeah, and then there's this video of a Chinese dude that supposedly he's saying that there's some video on that hard drive that is criminal. I mean, big time criminal, right? Because they sent me the video and the dude's talking in Chinese and they're putting subtitles, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know how true it is because I don't understand Chinese, right? But they could be putting anything on the subtitles, right? Yeah. But then they show pictures of Giuliani with that dude. So they're like together, right? And then there's pictures of Hunter Biden floating around. And I look at it, and it looks like there's a picture of him where his teeth are all eaten up, dude. That's what happens with people that smoke meth and stuff, right?
Yeah, andaba bien craqueado.
And then he looked amanecido like for days, dude, right? And I'm like, is that him or not, bro? Because they could find a lookalike, dude. You know what I mean? These guys got the connections to, hey, find me somebody that looks something like Hunter Biden. Boom, boom, boom. They bring him in, and then it's really, really. I mean, all this stuff that's going on with the internet and stuff, and the suppression by Twitter and Facebook, it makes us very cynical, dude. It makes us feel like, you know what? It must be true if they're hiding it, but they're. And the crazy thing is that it was a newspaper, a legitimate newspaper organization that's been around for 200 years in the United States of America, and Twitter and Facebook lock out the link. People can't get to it, and then they locked out the press secretary, right?
Kayleigh McEnany.
They started, government officials. They started locking them out.
Damn.
And I'm like, what? That was creepy, dude. I mean, have you all ever watched the movie 1984?
No, I've read the book.
Yeah, have you read the book?
Yeah.
You didn't read the book.
Yeah, by oh my God, who is the author?
Orson Welles.
Orson Welles, right?
No, it's George Orwell.
George Orwell.
Orson
Welles was somebody else.
Yeah.
George Orwell. Yeah, I had to read it in high school.
Yeah, and boy, I mean, what's going on right now is really interesting. Because there's some things going on with that, right? Let's see. I think it's. I can't find it here, but anyway.
But all of it because the election is so close.
Well,
that's why all this stuff is happening because the election is so close. We were just talking about voting a little bit ago, so. The closer to the election goes, the más que sale la sopa.
Well, what if it was the president's son?
It would have been out.
Oh my God!
What if it would have been
yesterday.
the president's son?
Yeah, it would have been out everywhere, and they would have been smearing him,
Number
his
one
family,
story.
his friends, and everyone who even looked at him. They would be smearing them all. So yeah,
that's where you know. I mean, they don't even need proof for to put that up. Okay, aquel te dijo aquel que aquel oyó aquel que dijo eso. No, hombre, ponlo en la newspaper, ponlo. But
and then they'll just throw in from an anonymous source, so that kind of makes everything okay, right? Because
a person close
to them,
the
right? Yeah, an anonymous source close to the whoever,
close to the party.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw one where there was like a source that is close to the president's thinking.
Oh, Chihuahua!
I was like, what? I'm like, it's crazy the stuff going on right now, man. I mean, it's really crazy. But man, let's see what happens with this. One thing that they haven't done is deny it. The Bidens haven't come and said, "Hey, it's all BS." And Joe's gotten into, he's gone away, and he's not going to come out till I think Thursday night. There's supposed to be
the debate's Thursday, right?
Yeah, debate on Thursday night. I don't even know if that'll happen. Let's see if it happens. But man, it's got us all crazy thinking all kinds of stuff, right?
If it does happen, I wonder if this story is going to come out in one of the comments or questions. Not the questions from the moderator, obviously, but I wonder if it's going to come out.
You know what?
You know what else is coming out Thursday?
What?
The Rock and Chaz show.
Oh, yeah.
Rock and Chaz. What time on Thursday?
That's true. We'll see. We'll see about what happens with this ongoing story, because they say they have like thousands and thousands of emails and pictures and video and all that stuff, and they're going to slowly leak it out because, you know, it's tactical right now because it's an election.
Nowadays, you can't put... I was going to say shit, but I can't put shit on the internet nowadays.
Yeah.
Because everything comes out. Everything comes out. I mean, emails, pictures, texts, phone calls, everything's recorded now, Dad.
But it's like that.
Or screenshotting.
Yeah, but it's like that dude that was part of the, the dude that shot up Las Vegas. I mean, that guy didn't have a digital trail at all.
That was an inside job.
Wow.
There was no digital trail on that guy.
He disappeared through osmosis.
Yeah, that was, I don't know.
I mean,
he was part of like the Ocean's 13
case
crew
for
or
the
something.
FBI.
I'm sure he was using a cell phone. I'm sure he was using some, cell phone company. I'm sure there's some sort of records involved in it.
Surveillance cameras. Forget the cell phones. The surveillance camera. You're in Vegas.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, there's just so
Yeah, and
so
then I'm
wacky.
sure there was people like on the same floor as him, like next to him. I'm sure they walked out and saw. I mean, I'm sure there was. I mean, that was just weird.
Yeah. So,
That's sad, man. Sad. Our prayers are with all the families. Still.
Yeah. And by the way, I think just last couple of weeks ago, almost on the anniversary, I think it was on this day of the that it happened. The families had reached a settlement with one of the hotels or casinos for a lot of money, but then we break down the money and they don't hardly get anything.
No.
Each of them, not for the loss of their kids, you know what I mean? But either way, man, it's going to be interesting, ladies and gentlemen. And, first and foremost, make sure to vote. I mean, you have to go vote. Don't say, I'm not going to vote this year and I don't care. No, hey, you got to. You have to care. It's our country, right? So vote for the candidate of your choice. Early voting is going on here in Texas, Florida. Many states are having early voting. And a lot of people are, kind of like insinuating who's leading and who isn't and all that. But you know what? We're not going to know till the election night.
Very true, yeah.
And everybody, I'm going to tell you, there's going to be some heart attacks that night, bro. I mean, there's some people that are nervous about this thing. You know what I mean?
November 11th is going to be crazy.
No, but it's crazy, bro.
Dario was saying that he was having issues with his YouTube account. So maybe that goes into your theory, Dad, about this whole conspiracy theory and the censoring with YouTube and Google and all that stuff. He said that he had to update it and all this stuff. So
they're suppressing you, Dario.
There it is.
They are, Dario.
You must
let
be.
them.
You must be some sort of secret op or something, bro.
So
An operative, and they need to suppress your. All right, so man, that was awesome.
Very, very good headline.
Great stuff, man.
Way
Awesome.
to start the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Rally's headline. Wow. All right, so now we've got Felicia's celebrity news. Let's
This is
do
always
it.
good.
Yeah, I like that.
This one's kind of sad.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a Tuesday night party. But,
So, Jeff Bridges announces he's been diagnosed with lymphoma and is starting treatment. Jeff Bridges, 70, shared the news on Monday, October 19th via Instagram. His post stated, "As the dude would say, new shit has come to light. I have been diagnosed with lymphoma. Although it is a serious disease, I feel fortunate that I have a great team of doctors and the prognosis is good. I'm starting treatment and will keep you posted on my recovery. I'm profoundly grateful for the love and support from my family and friends. Thank you for your prayers and well wishes. And while I have you, please remember to go vote because we are all in this together. Love, Jeff."
I
I was wondering who he was. There he is.
Yeah, I love some of his movies. I mean, this guy he's an iconic actor, an American actor, and my favorite movie. I know he's the dude right in The Big Lebowski. Me and Dad saw that movie. Dad, El Jefe, El Diamante de San Antonio. Él se quedó bien curado con esa película, el vato, ¿no? But my favorite movie has to be Crazy Heart. Have you all seen that movie?
I haven't.
Negative.
I haven't seen it.
He's a country songwriter, and he's got a very bad alcohol problem, and it's just an amazing movie. I was just floored, and the music soundtrack to it is awesome too. So that's a movie I recommend to all of you, and the soundtrack too.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
Ooh, man. And he's an older guy, and he's playing in bars and he's drinking, and then the alcohol gets the best of him. And then he meets this woman, and and at the end, he kind of like, he well, I'm not gonna tell you about the end.
Don't. 'Cause
But
ruin it,
you got to see that movie. And then he was part of True Grit as well.
yeah, he was True Grit. I know he came out in Iron Man also.
That's
First-
what. Yeah,
yeah,
he was.
2008.
He was the bad guy.
He was in Iron Man.
There's another movie. He's like a man. I just remember
He
he's
came out
like,
in Hell or High Water.
He's like a cop or like an FBI agent or something like that. And I like his role there, but I'm not sure what it was. But he reminds me like of the old school like Clint Eastwood actors who, they have that real undertone in that,
Yeah,
voice
that
and
role.
The serious roles
And he's
I
like
like him, man. I like him.
He's like a second or third generation. His
Actor?
dad, Lloyd Bridges.
Okay.
And he's got a brother named Bo Bridges. He was part of King Kong. Like the very first when I was a kid in elementary, there was a movie called King
In
Kong.
1976.
And he jumped, and King Kong was on top of the World Trade Centers.
Wow.
Back then it wasn't the Empire State Building; it was the World Trade Centers.
Yeah.
And I remember they used to have cards, trading cards, and you would buy the trading cards, and then the back of the cards would create the movie poster.
Damn,
And,
that's badass.
Yeah, dude. I wish I still had all my cards from when I was a kid, dude. He was on Against All Odds. Starman is a great movie too, where he's a guy that comes from space. Have you ever seen that?
no, I've never seen it.
Never. I've never even heard of it till right now.
Is it like a sci-fi movie?
Dude, it's like in real time. And he's like a human, right? He's the human, right? And he meets this woman, and he's living at their house, and he doesn't know anything. So, but his objective is to go meet connect with some alien deal. But no, let me tell you, if you see Starman, it's an amazing movie. It's back from it must have been 1984 or something like that.
Starman 1984.
Yeah.
1984. And what was the headline again, Fish? He's sick.
Yeah, he just got diagnosed with lymphoma and he's starting treatment.
Man.
I did see Carmen Benavides. She posted that lymphoma reacts to treatment very, very well. That her brother had lymphoma stage 4 and he's doing very well. Chemo helped a lot.
And that's a lymph node, correct?
Yeah, it's in the. I believe it's in the neck area, the throat area.
Right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
So hopefully, his birthday's coming up. He's going to be 71 December 4th. So
that's still pretty young.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's still
to be
pretty
diagnosed with lymphoma at 71 is tough. I mean, you never want to have it. I mean, whatever age you are, but
Yeah.
I mean, at 71 to have something like that, I mean, his life expectancies, can still be a little bit higher, man. He can make some more good movies.
Yeah,
So-
he's a wonderful actor and definitely a legendary actor and iconic here from the United States of America. American actor, man. Great stuff. And we'll be sending some prayers out to Jeff Bridges, the Big Lebowski dude. Have you all ever seen that?
Low key, I was about to say low key true story. I've never seen The Big Lebowski, but I know everybody's like it's like #1 classic movie of all time, or to some people. But I've never seen The Big Lebowski. Isn't it Tin Cup? He didn't come on in Tin Cup?
Man,
no?
I'm not sure. I know it was a Tin Cup was Kevin Costner, right? Isn't he like a
Tin
golfer?
Cup.
No. It's Tin Cup's the bowling movie.
Oh no, that's
Or no?
No, that was something else.
Am I tripping now?
You're tripping now.
Tin Cup.
Yeah, I think Tin Cup was. I don't know. They'll know like our guys know everything.
Tin Cup was 1996.
It wasn't Jeff Bridges?
No, I don't think it was Jeff Bridges.
okay.
It wasn't it Kevin Costner?
Kevin Costner.
Yeah, it's a golf movie.
Yeah, Kevin Costner.
It was supposed to be really good.
Oh yes, man. I'm thinking of. Oh no, he bowls in The Big Lebowski.
Yeah, they're boulders.
Yes. Okay.
There you
Okay.
go.
Yeah, because
okay,
Roseanne's,
Ron's lost.
Roseanne's
Yeah.
husband is in it. Remember? And he's
John.
like the crazy dude.
John Goodman.
Yeah, John Goodman. He's on
Yeah.
there. Yeah. All right. Shout out to George Esquivel, Dario Puig, Noe Garza, Janie Rios, JC El Jefe, Anthony Garcia, Big D, and Chris Salinas. Kingpin is the one that Chris is talking about.
Kingpin.
Yeah,
yes.
but that's Woody Harrelson, dude.
Oh,
and
okay.
it's also what's the name of that guy that came out as the brother-in-law of Chevy Chase in
National Lampoon.
Yeah, and Christmas Vacation. Remember the guy that comes into? He's got some real bad kids. He's
Yeah. He's the guy that comes out in Independence Day as like the weird, the wacky.
Randy
old
Quaid
man.
is his name? Randy
it
Quaid?
I don't know. He's just by the gutter, and he's like, "Shitter's full."
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, I think that's from that movie
Randy
Kingpin.
Quaid. He always plays like this weird guy.
Yeah.
Strange guy.
And he had some crazy stuff that went through. I mean, the guy was like living in a house that he wasn't supposed to be living in, and it was supposed to be abandoned, and they show up, and he was like, what are you doing here, dude? And it was like, had a long beard. The guy kind of like went wacko.
I like him in it's a super small role, but remember the Major League movies about a baseball and the Cleveland Indians when Charlie Sheen was like the pitcher and all this stuff.
Oh yeah,
he was like a real big hater in the stands, and he's like, come on, the Indians suck. He's like, oh, let's turn this place into a parking lot, man. And I love his role in that movie. And
what was the name of that movie?
Major League.
Major League, that's right.
It was Major League 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
But like they're like the 3 diehard fans, and his 2 friends are like super there, like, no man, stay positive. And he's like, no man, let's turn this place into a parking lot. Turn the lights on. The game's over.
Oh man, I gotta check those out, man. There's so many great movies
classic,
that you can go back, man, and check them out. But wow, that was awesome. All right, that was Felicia's celebrity headlines.
Very good, Fish. Very good.
Thank you.
All right, well now it's time to get into some meat and potatoes, man.
We already had the veggies. Give me some meat. Give me some of them meat and potatoes.
Yeah, and ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Ron's Sports Report.
Yes.
I talked to my dad and I said, hey, Dad, because he called me about the Cowboy game, right? And I told him, hey, pues, hey, a la noche puedes ver todo en el Ron Sports Report, Dad. And then my dad was like, how do you say that? It's like kind
of a little bit of a tongue twister.
It's hard to say real fast. And then so, Ron Sports Report. Can you girls say that 5 times real fast?
Ron Sports Report, Ron Sports Report, Ron Sports Report.
Okay, all right, good. I guess it's only hard for me and my dad. So let's talk Dallas Cowboys, man.
You know what, Dad? Let's talk Dallas Cowboys. And everybody's going to say they lost. They suck.
They got creamed.
They got killed at Jerry's World by the Cardinals. They're terrible. They're trash. But you know what? They're not. Because we got to stay positive, Dad. That's all we can do.
How can you after a game like that, though?
You know why? Okay, look. That first-year coach in Mike McCarthy, right?
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb, rookie wide receiver.
Dude, he didn't catch a ball till the 3rd quarter, dude.
Okay, so you have backup quarterback Andy Dalton. If this was any other team,
backup veteran.
Well, yeah, but if this was any other team with a backup quarterback, a rookie coach, a rookie coaching staff, first year defensive coordinator, everybody else is like, oh, give him a chance, man. You know, pues it's because they have, a rookie this and rookie that, and the backups in it. But since it's the Cowboys, it's like,
well,
they're terrible in everybody's eyes.
Zeke had a bad game, bro. I mean, Zeke, he had fumbles. There were interceptions.
Right. The one guy.
I mean,
one guy.
When we have turnovers with a defense like the one we've got, forget about it. It's done.
And there was a
done.
pre-game interview, and they interviewed Zeke, and he said that they need to limit turnovers and they need to focus on winning the game by not turning the ball over.
And not just that, they need to be on the field as long as possible to keep the other offense from coming in because their defense is so weak.
It's terrible. They got Van Der Esch back this week, which is the linebacker that was hurt, but obviously he didn't do much. The quarterback from the Cardinals, Kyler Murray, he completed 9 passes. He 9 passes, and they still won. He
is like the fastest little lightning bolt I've ever seen, bro.
Kyler Murray, sophomore year.
That dude can run, man. I mean, he just jets.
He completed 9 passes, and they still won. Andy Dalton, the backup quarterback, threw 54 times. You have your quarterback go in the game, your backup quarterback, and throw 54 times. He didn't even throw for 300 yards.
Well, he
threw the ball 54 times.
Still, I mean, he needs to get rhythm with the team. He hasn't played. So you know what? The coach probably said, you know what? Just throw the ball. Right. We need to get you in shape. We need to get you on. And so, Andy needs to get a little more confidence. And the only way to do that is throw the ball. Don't worry, you get an interception, whatever. I just need you to start connecting with these people and start working the chemistry with the team.
Right.
So that's exactly, I think, what was going on with that.
And that goes back to my original point. I mean, this is his first game that he started. I mean, he hasn't obviously taken a lot of reps with the first team because Dak always got the reps.
Yeah.
So, I mean, screw it. We're 2-4, but guess what? Guess what? We have a photo of the NFC standings right now. So I don't know why anybody's worried. You know,
because we're in a trashy division.
Our division is terrible. But guess what?
No hay pedo, no me estamos ganando nosotros.
Our division is a pile of crap. But we're that little fly.
We're the first ones in our division, though.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
We're
Our
the
division
fly on top of it.
Exactly. We're the little fly on top of the division. So for all you Cowboy haters out there, we're still in first place, baby.
Puro pinche Cowboys, carnal. Sústame.
No, and I mean, in all complete honesty, you never know what's going to happen in the NFL. You never know. The Packers, the Packers just got killed by the Bucks.
Yeah.
You know?
Look, let me tell you, we'll talk about that in just a bit, but the Cowboys, they looked really bad this weekend. But the secret for them is going to be, and what they need to work on is eating up a lot of clock and scoring. If they do that, they'll keep the opposite team or the opposing team off the field, and their defense, we won't have to rely on them to stop anybody. You know what I mean? So, because that's the way you beat Brady. That's the way you beat Rodgers. You keep them off the field, because anytime they're on the field, they're going to kick your ass.
But why do you think there were so many interceptions? Like Dalton literally threw what, like 4 or 5
because
turnovers?
Dalton hasn't had a lot of time practicing with Cooper or with CeeDee Lamb. And also, if you're down by that much, if you're down by 15, 18, 20 points, what are you going to do? You're going to throw the ball. So the defense sets up knowing you're going to throw the ball.
Yeah.
You know, that last interception, everybody knew 3-step drop, he's going to hit the slant. 3-step drop, he's going to hit the slant. He didn't look the other receiver off. He was focused on the same receiver the whole time. So the safety collapses from the top because he knew he was going to hit the slant, and they were around the 20-25.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he couldn't have ran a deeper route.
Yep.
And Dalton has to see that. As a veteran quarterback, he should see that. But again, it's his first game as an official starter. He hasn't taken a lot of reps. But going back to your point, Dad, about keeping the other guys off the field, keeping the other team off the field, you do that by running the ball. But you can't run the ball with the running back who's fumbling every other drive. And also, the Cowboys' main thing everybody talked about was their offensive line. Their offensive line is either hurt or retired. They don't have the same offensive line that they've had. So Zeke's not going to get all those big old wide open, lanes that he used to have. I mean, their offensive line is continually, mixing and matching, and they're moving the guard to the tackle position. And, so there's a lot of things going on right now with the Cowboys that you have to look at and say, that's why they're 2-4.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of turmoil going on. There's a report that came out today that said players finally got frustrated and said that the coaches don't know what to do in live game action, and that maybe it's the coach's fault because of how they're performing right now. That there was an argument in the locker room, and players finally voiced their opinion and said it's the coaching staff.
Well, it all depends on them tackling as well. I mean, they got to tackle the defense. I mean, I've seen some real crappy tackling, bro. And and like you said, they knew Dalton was going to pass, so the secondary was like they were like setting themselves up. They knew what was coming, and but we'll see. And the final score was the Cardinals 38 and the Dallas Cowboys 10. So that was the final score to that game. And we'll look forward to playing a divisional rival, the next Washington football team.
Yes, another win, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. And what's more important is that's a division game.
Yeah.
So that's going to help in the division right there. And also the Eagles lost. The
Giants won.
Yeah, the Giants won, but it was against the Eagles. So that
it was against Washington.
Washington, so that keeps Washington down there. So it's a division game next week at 12 o'clock on Fox. So 12 o'clock on Sunday.
All right. And the other game, the other Texas team, Houston Texans, they played what people thought they were going to get slaughtered by the Titans, and they didn't. They actually, they started off slow. Yeah. But they kept up, and the defense was really working hard, man. They were causing some fumbles. They were making the quarterback uncomfortable. and they were keeping the Texans in the game, man, and it had to go all the way to the end.
Overtime.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I was surprised. Even though, and this is with another coach because they fired the original coach.
Yeah.
So these guys are starting to find a little rhythm, and they're starting to play a little harder. And they played a really tough team. The Titans are no walk in the park.
Yeah. I mean, they have one of the most underrated running backs in the league right now. Everybody's, obviously talks about Zeke, and they talk about Christian McCaffrey, who's, hurt. But they have Derrick Henry. He had a 94-yard touchdown run when they were down 23-21. It was a one-possession game. He breaks it for 94 yards. You look at this guy, he's massive. He's about 6'3", 6'4", over 200 pounds. He's a big back coming out of Alabama. And this guy is just underrated, man. He hasn't had a great start to the season, but he's a monster, Dad.
Yeah.
This guy's huge. And he has the speed to break it for a 94-yard run like that.
Damn, that's crazy.
The Texans were down at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, they were.
And they come back, and they fight back, and they get to OT. And everybody's talking about this, Dad. They were up by 7 after they scored a touchdown. So what do you do usually when you score a touchdown? You kick the field goal to go up by 8.
Yeah,
and
or the extra point.
Right. I'm sorry, the extra point.
Yeah. If you want the 2 point, you go up by 8.
No. They were up 7. The extra point would have put them up 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what does the coach do? He's like, let's gamble. And he goes for 2 so they could be up 9. And then force the team to score, force the Titans to score twice.
Uh-huh.
And guess what happens? They don't get the 2-point conversion.
Oh,
so
man.
so they stay up 7, and that's what gave the Titans to come back late and tie the game to go to OT.
Damn. I bet Texans were throwing their beer at the TV.
Yeah. ¿Qué chinga está haciendo? Kick the field goal! Kick the field goal, way! Come on!
Bola de pendejos!
Pinche coach! but that was another thing too, because they just fired their coach, Dad.
I know.
Remember? They fired their coach and they fired the GM. But somebody made a good point. They said that Bill O'Brien, their coach, was very conservative. He would have kicked the field goal. Mm-hmm. But people were mad. Why are you being so conservative? Go for 2, do this.
Yeah.
So then they get Crennel, and he's like, ¿Sabes qué? I'm not going to be Bill O'Brien. Let's go for 2. Let's do it.
Nada.
And Texans were like, yeah, let's do it, man. New coach, let's do it. And that ended up screwing them over.
Yeah. But pobrecito, los Texan fans are an emotional wreck, dude. I mean, and you know what? We're not far behind.
That's what I was going to say. Everybody.
I was about to say the same thing. I was like, I'm just gonna not say anything now because
I
mean we're in the same boat.
When I'm watching Felicia's,
it's sinking.
When I'm watching Felicia's social media during a football game, it like gives me anxiety. Then it gives me depression. Then it makes me want to cry. Then it makes me want to laugh. Then it makes me want to scream. Felicia's going through all these emotions during the Dallas Cowboy
Andy
game.
Dalton was giving me an anxiety attack.
The Texans have I don't know who they play next week. I saw it earlier, but
I've got it right here.
They got a tough matchup.
Yeah.
Oh, they play the Packers.
Yeah, the Packers.
They play the Packers.
It's not going to get any easier.
It's not going to get any easier for the Texans. But if you're a football fan in Texas right now, you're just
don't watch football.
Yeah. You go up and down.
Hey, are the Texans in a crappy division like the Cowboys or no?
Hell no.
Oh, no.
No. They're in the Titans division.
Yeah.
The only way the Texans can get into the playoffs right now is through the wild card, I think, and they need to win like the next 8 or 9 games in a row.
All right, you mentioned the Packers, man. They lost surprisingly against Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. Tom Brady has that leadership quality where he goes into a team and he makes everybody step up and play.
Brady the God.
This guy is just an amazing football player, an amazing leader, an amazing quarterback. And you know what? Some of you might be saying, "Mamalo, ponle casa," and all that shit. But hey, you got to give credit where credit is due.
The guy's married to a damn supermodel, man.
And you know what? I like him better with the Bucks.
Yeah.
All right. I like him better with the Bucks than I did with the Patriots because I hated the Patriots, right?
And there was a big conversation going into that because it was like, does Bill Belichick make the Patriots or does Tom Brady make the Patriots?
Well, how are they doing?
And right now it's looking like Tom Brady's making the Patriots because the Patriots went out and got Cam Newton, who's a high-profile quarterback, big body, big arm, big guy, and they're not doing very well. They just lost this week. And then you have Brady destroying Aaron Rodgers. Mm-hmm. So what do you think? What do you think, Fish? Was it Brady? Was it Belichick? Riley, Dad, what are y'all's opinions on was it Brady or was it Belichick who made the Patriots?
I think. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Fish.
I just think that Brady and Belichick were a good team together.
Exactly.
And I mean, now that they kind of broke them up, it's kind of like, well, they got to do their best on their own. And it seems that Brady's doing it with the Bucks, and Belichick, he's doing okay, but he probably would be doing better with Brady because they had that connection. I think.
Well, Brady lost last weekend, and so and the Patriots won last weekend. Patriots lost this week, and Brady won. So what we can see is that maybe the domination isn't as huge as when they're together. Because when they were together, man, they dominated, you know. And I think something that was really smart for the Buccaneers to do is also acquire Gronkowski. Oh, yeah. Because Gronkowski can be like Brady's connection to you know, kind of handle all the people that are surround him.
Yeah, he got
sort of giving them because Brady's over here working on the game plan, and Gronkowski's probably handling all the guys. Hey, this is the way it's going to be, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I think that was a very smart move also by the Bucs to get him, man.
Gronk said he wouldn't come back and play unless it was for Brady, and then just so happened that Brady went to the Bucs, so he went to the Bucs. He got his first touchdown this week. He hadn't scored a touchdown in, I think, well, he had been hurt, so it had been like about 4 years. So the Brady to Gronk connection is back. And you know, sorry, Daniel, but the Packers got spanked. But Aaron Rodgers did have a post-game interview, and he said, you know what, Sasuke, hey, everybody gets their ass kicked once in a while. So, and you can't doubt Aaron Rodgers, man. I mean, everybody has that stinker of a game. He's like, we play 16 games a year. You're gonna have that one stinker, and this was it. So, hey, you know what? We lost, but we still have a great record, and we're still front runners for the NFC Championship game.
And you know, Rodgers has been in this position before, dude.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's come back and they've won Super Bowls and all that.
Yeah.
The thing that I was really worried about Rodgers is when he attempted to get that touchdown, and he could have gotten really hurt
out of him.
Well, he really could have gotten hurt.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to be doing that, bro.
Okay.
He doesn't need to be doing that.
It's good that you say that,
and
because
he didn't get the touchdown.
That was our discussion last week about Dak sliding or not. And I said, hey, Dad, there's other quarterbacks out there that when not that the game was on the line, but you want to get that extra yard. You want to do what's best for your team. So that's why he did what he did, and he got walloped for it, and he didn't even score the touchdown because his knee was down. But that's what quarterbacks do when they want to put their team on their back, is they make that extra effort, and it might be a little risky, but it's would you do it for the team, and you do it for the guys that you practice with every single day.
And he's no spring chicken, dude. I mean, he's not. Dak is young, and he can still come back and do some. If he gets hurt, remember when he got hurt from his shoulder, he might. They thought he might not be making it back.
Well, that
Rodgers.
was not that it was a dirty play, but they picked him up, kind of drove him to the ground. But NFC, the Packers are still there. All the Packers fans out there, you have nothing to worry about. You just got Devontae Adams back from injury, so you have your number one receiver, you have your number one running back, and the number one quarterback. So you should be fine.
All right. So other games, Titans, like we said, they beat the Texans 42-36. Let me see here. Ravens, they beat the Eagles.
And that was you know, Dad, that the Ravens are a great team with Lamar Jackson and their quarterback. So for the Eagles to almost beat them, that's kind of props to the Eagles right there. But they did lose Zach Ertz and Mike Sanders, the running back, if anybody had them.
30-28 was the score.
Close game.
Falcons beat the Vikings, so Falcons really needed that win. Yeah. They fired their coach as well.
Yes.
So they won 40-23. Shout out to Rob Romero, Vikings fan.
Alex Galan.
The two fans.
The two fans.
A surprising loss. The Steelers beating the Browns 38-7, dude.
Yeah, that was going to be a hell of a game because the Steelers have been rolling, the Browns have been rolling, but the Browns quarterback Baker Mayfield was hurt, so he didn't. He was hurt going into the game. He re-aggravated his rib injury.
Yeah.
But either way, the Steelers defense was tremendous.
There I go with it.
Where's the shirt?
The shirt, baby. You need the shirt.
I wore it.
She wore it.
On Saturday. I don't wear it every day.
When are those going to be for sale?
Yeah. Well,
Today.
As soon as we get Felicia to make us like 25, she's our shirt
10.
person now.
Let's start small, 10 and then 25.
Shout out to Gilbert Segura. He was happy this week. And Colts beat the Bengals 31-27.
That was a good game.
The Lions beat the Jaguars 34-16. The Lions have been under the radar, man. Do they have any fans, dude? I mean, they still have the quarterback from Texas, right?
Yes, Martin Mendez, the guy who brings you the cake from Hot Shot Ronnie's Cakes. He's a huge Lions fan.
Really?
Yeah. So and Adrian Peterson, the OG running back,
Yeah.
is with them. They have a running back, Swift, who had a hell of a game. So shout out to the Lions going under the radar and staying solid.
And then they always have the Cowboys number on Thanksgiving, man. I hate that shit. The Bears beat the Panthers 23-16.
Yes.
Is Foles still behind?
He is.
Wow.
Dad, they've won every game. Dad.
What's up with that dude, man?
Except for the game that I picked on here. The one time I picked the Bears to win, they lose. But they won every other game. But the Bears are doing great. Shout out to Cesar Elizondo. He's a huge Bears
He's
fan.
a big Bears fan.
And when we were in Houston, he did not let me forget it.
All right, the Giants beat the Washington in the Battle of the Trash Bin, 20-19. Also, Broncos beat the Patriots 18-12. What a weird number, 8-2, man.
8-2, yeah.
Right, if you have a rock pot number or anything
What
like that.
happened with the Jets?
The Jets haven't won anything. Ni fu ni fa. Dolphins 24-0. Dolphins have been looking really good.
They've been. And they were my pick. Remember too, Dad? And they against the Seahawks. But
Are they going to play the Patriots? They're like in the same division, aren't they?
they're both in the AFC. I don't know if they play the Patriots.
They're in the same. It's. I think it's the Jets, the Bills, the Patriots, and the Dolphins are in the same division. So that's going to be interesting. The Patriots and Dolphins.
The Jets just got rid of Le'Veon Bell, who was that huge star running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He went to the Jets. He got hurt, but they just released him because they couldn't trade him. Nobody wanted him, and he's supposed to sign with the Chiefs. I mean, that's a huge pickup for the Chiefs. Le'Veon Bell is a huge asset. But yes, the Jets are terrible, and their coach, Adam Gase will probably lose his job.
Buccaneers beat the Packers 38-10. 49ers beat the Rams 24-16. Rams struggling this year.
That was a Sunday night game, but the Rams didn't do very well. They were dropping a lot of passes, which wasn't typical of the Rams.
Last night, the Chiefs, they got that win after the loss they had, the surprising loss last week, 26-17. They beat the Bills, and then the Cardinals beat the Cowboys last night, 38-10. Next week, you'll have the Giants versus the Eagles.
Quick pick. We're doing quick picks, right?
Okay.
I got the Eagles in that game. Who do you got?
I'll take the Eagles as well.
Eagles, Thursday night game.
Because the Giants are probably hurting from the win. They're all going to be all sore next week. Panthers against the Saints.
I got the Saints at home.
Bills against the Jets.
Bills all day.
Bengals and Browns. Bengals did pretty good this weekend. I saw them play, man. They were keeping
the Battle
up.
of Ohio right there. I'm gonna go with the Bengals with the hurt quarterback for the Browns in Mayfield.
Cowboys, Washington.
Cowboys, ya tú sabes.
Okay. Packers, Texans.
Go Pack, go. Aaron Rodgers does not lose 2 games in a row, and especially against the Texans.
Ron, maybe you should go for Washington so the Cowboys can win.
Oh yeah, I bet yesterday that one of my friends was like, "Hey, $20, Cowboys, Redskins," and I go. And he's like, "No, orale, you're not a Cowboy fan or what? You don't have faith in your team or what?" And I go, "Hey, Sasuke, if you're gonna bet me, bro, bet me right. I don't do $20. I go $50 ahorita.
I don't do $20, $25, bro."
I told Marky, Marky Garza, I even put it on Facebook and everything. I go, "Hey, bro, Sasuke, bro, hey, come to me with a bet if you're gonna come to me. $50 ahorita right now." And he's like, "Okay," and I'm like, damn, Cowboys better put it off.
Bro, you couldn't even win bets against Felicia at the island, dude.
He put this picture of me. Remember the guy who would like
he's throwing glitter.
Yeah. So he's like, and then he put a picture of me on it, and he's like with like sal. He's like sal with a picture of me.
You know how I get guys off my back for bets? I bet her $500. Oh, no, hey, $20, nambe carnal. $500.
That's why. I mean, I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna win,
make it worth it. Yeah, man. You walk out with $1,000 back.
But I did. I'm gonna call him out right now, and I said double or nothing this Sunday. So we'll see.
All right, Steelers and Titans. Wow, it's gonna be a good game, man.
At 12 o'clock, that's gonna be a good one. I'd have to go with Titans.
Okay.
And Lions and Falcons are playing the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About Cardinals and Seahawks, man. The Bird Bowl right there.
Seahawks all day. Russell Wilson.
All right. Broncos and Chiefs.
Chiefs all day.
Jaguars versus Chargers.
Let's just go with the Chargers because they're at home.
Okay. 49ers versus the Patriots.
If 49ers played the way they did this last week, I'd go with the 49ers.
Buccaneers and Raiders, man.
Ooh, Daniel Trevino. DJ, where you at?
Yeah.
I gotta go with the GOAT, man. I gotta go with the GOAT and Brady.
Okay.
I have to.
All right. Bears and Rams.
Oh, wow. There's some good games this week, Dad. It's a really good game. Who do you got? How about we ask you who wins between the Bears and the Rams?
I think the Bears will probably win.
The Bears will win?
Yeah, Foles will probably beat Rams, man.
Think so?
I'm feeling it because they're doing really good. Yeah. Rams are struggling, dude. They don't have Gurley anymore.
No, he went to Atlanta,
and that was a big part of their their big team, man. Because he ran, bro. He would run and he was opening up a lot of lanes for a lot of people because they were afraid for a lot of receivers because of his running. You know, so
that'll be the Monday night game.
Yeah.
So.
It'll be the Monday night game.
All right.
All right. So that's any other sports coming up? But baseball, right? When is it started tonight, right?
Baby.
All right.
Game 1 of the World Series is happening right now as we speak, and the Dodgers, in the top of the 7th, are winning 8-1.
Damn.
With Clayton Kershaw on the mound, one of the probably that guy's Hall of Fame best pitcher. I mean, he'll easily be in there. Of course, you have Sandy Koufax, who played for the Dodgers as well, but young Kershaw's always has this juju against him that he can't win in the playoffs because he's terrible in the playoffs. Honestly, he didn't do well against the Nationals, but he's doing well. He started this game, so bottom of the line, Dodgers are winning 8-1 in the 7th inning, and let's get another championship in LA, Dad. The Lakers already won, baby. So Dodgers, now it's your turn. 2 championships in LA. Let's go.
We all ought to just maybe make a trip out there to a Dodger game one day, right?
No. Well, the funny thing
That's
about
a cool
it,
stadium over there, man.
Yes.
It's one of the oldest, coolest stadiums, no?
Historic.
the cool thing about it is that not cool because of COVID, but because of COVID, they're actually playing at the new.
in Dallas.
At the new Arlington Stadium.
Oh, so they're playing here in Dallas?
Yeah, the World Series
Yeah.
is going to be in Dallas.
Yeah, we
What's in
looked at the
Dallas?
tickets.
Oh,
They're the cheapest ones are about $500.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and you're basically sitting with the birds.
Ay, andas con Dios arriba watchando el game.
Con los pigeons ahí en el corner.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, we have a Patreon club.
Cash App. Yeah, Cash App PBT.
We'll give you cash app,
Oh my gosh.
and we'll film it. All right. So
Yeah,
that
but-
was Ron's sports.
Report.
Wait a second. There was also some. I'm sorry, Mom.
It's okay. Go.
There was also some UFC this weekend, right? Wasn't there some fights this Saturday?
Boxing.
No, boxing. Oh, yeah, boxing. Lemenchenko versus Flores.
It's this weekend or it was last
No,
weekend?
it just happened Saturday.
Órale.
Lemenchenko lost.
See?
He lost all his titles.
He lost all his titles. What's his name? Flores. Teofilo. Young kid coming out of New York, I believe. He's now the undisputed champion. The judges had it. I mean, the judges shit the bed. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I had it as a draw, but one judge scored it 119-111, I think, which was trash. Me and Fish saw the fight. But yes, Lemenchenko lost. It was on ESPN. It was free. I think the rematch will be on pay-per-view. But yes, Dad, there was boxing to answer your question.
He fought a guy, Lopez.
Yeah.
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 It says Vasily Lomachenko
Cinco.
battled shoulder pain and lead up to the Teofimo
right.
Lopez fight.
He did. Look, this is basically how the fight happened, Dad. Lemenchenko is basically, everybody thinks he's an undisputed pound-for-pound fighter. He, not that he did the rope-a-dope, but he kind of eased his way into it the first 5 or 6 rounds. I feel he turned it on in the 7th. He won the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. So I had it 5 rounds to 5 going into the 11th. I had Lemenchenko winning the 11th, but then when I thought Lemenchenko was going to put it away in the 12th, that young Lopez kid came out, man, and he took it to him in the 12th convincingly, and I think that's what lost Lemenchenko
He
the
finished
fight.
strong.
Yeah.
Well, recently dethroned lightweight champion Vasily Lomachenko underwent right shoulder surgery on Monday, according to his manager. Lomachenko previously had surgery on his right shoulder in May 2018. His manager said the surgery was a result of both a pre-existing ailment and injury Lomachenko suffered during the second round of a decision loss to Teofimo Lopez on Saturday. So I guess that's what kind of like slowed him down. So, but there's definitely, I think there's going to be a rematch.
Hell yeah. There would definitely
we got to
be
check
a rematch.
that one out.
Yeah.
All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, that was Ron's Sports Report. All right. Now, before we leave, we have some birthdays that we're going to do.
Yeah.
¿Verdad, babe?
Yes, we do. We have some hashtag PBT fan birthdays, and we want to send a special happy birthday to Concepcion Pequeño from Donna, Texas. She turned 96
Donna,
today.
Texas.
96 years young.
Saludos.
So,
Happy
Feliz
birthday,
cumpleaños.
Concepcion.
happy birthday.
Concepcion.
And this is Alfredo Rios' mother-in-law and Janie Rios' mom.
Wow.
So our friends from Conroe, Texas. So this is her mom. This is their mom. We also have...
You know what? If I live to 96, that'll be 42 more years of life for me. That's crazy. That's
awesome.
wonderful,
That's awesome.
man.
That's awesome.
She's almost 100.
Oh,
She is, and
Wow,
it's a
and
gift.
she looks great.
Yes,
Yeah,
and it's
she
a
looks
gift to
amazing.
have her for that long and many more, of course.
She does not look 96.
So happy birthday also to Kimberly
She's
De La
great.
Garza in Mercedes, Texas. This was
Wait.
sent to us from her husband.
Mercedes.
So Kimberly, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Kimberly.
Puro Ceres
birthday.
mer.
Yeah.
Yes. And then we have one more. We have Margarita Garcia from Lindsay, California. This is Janie Rios' sister.
Mm-hmm.
So happy birthday to you, Margarita.
All right,
Happy birthday,
Margarita.
Margarita.
Yeah. Margarita.
Song. Hell yeah. One of these days, I'm going to come over for your Tetera Tuesdays.
Yeah, you should, man.
need
We can hang out.
Happy birthday to
You
everybody.
should have
Birthday
been
to
here when me and
everyone.
Dad were here at El Diamante during the Tetera Tuesday, man. Or was it Throwback Thursday? It was one of those,
It was
right?
one
One
of
of
them,
those.
yeah.
All right.
Hey, but shout out to all the birthdays and thank you for watching us and for allowing us to put your picture up there, with happy birthday.
Yeah.
We love it.
That's
love
awesome.
it.
Thank
You know,
you.
Lindsay, California.
Yeah.
It's amazing, man.
That's awesome.
It's amazing.
Hey, be sure to join our Patreon club. A $25 pledge gets you a special hashtag PBT t-shirt like the one I'm wearing. Nobody else has these. You're not going to see anybody else with these except our hashtag PBT Patreon
Hell yeah.
members. All right. A $25 pledge gets you the shirt. Plus, we have these awesome stickers that we will send you as well. Even if you don't get into the $25 membership plan, you can get into the $3 membership or $9. We're still going to send you some cool stickers, and you'll also be eligible to win in the weekly drawings or bi-weekly drawings that we do for the Patreon members, okay?
Nice.
And we give away shirts and all kinds of cool stuff. And so if you do join, go to patreon.com, search Rock and Roll James PVT, and if you do the $25 pledge, send us in the message on Patreon, send us your shirt size and send us your address. And we have small through 3XL, hasta para los gorditos tamalitos, papá. También tenemos t-shirts,
But
okay?
those big ones.
Yeah. And then we have Cash App, $ Rock and Roll James. Guys, we need to sign that chair that Chaz broke, all of us.
Yep.
And then on Thursday, Chaz will come in and sign it as well. And then we're going to send it out, mail it out. We have some people that are, if you still want to get in on it, go to Cash App, put $5 in there and put chair and your address, okay? Chair and your address. And we're going to pick a winner on Thursday, okay? Because we've been doing it since last Thursday. On Thursday, we'll pick a winner. On Thursday night, we'll announce it on the Rock and Chaz, and we'll send you that chair. That it's a good chair.
From the PVT
And it's going to
studios.
get all autographed.
Did you see the video, Ron?
I did.
From that night?
Yeah, it was freaking
I
hilarious,
had
bro.
tears. I was
Yeah.
crying
I
from how
couldn't-
freaking hilarious.
I can't believe we haven't talked about it. But yeah, that thing should have gone viral because it was freaking hilarious.
But
man.
we're not only going to send you the chair. We'll send you some T-shirts as well. Okay.
sure.
And if you want to buy a T-shirt, we had some people send in a T-shirt. As a matter of fact, we had a T-shirt they bought on Cash App today, and they didn't
Yes.
put their address. They just put their
man.
T-shirt size. You need to put your address in the message. But we have this one. Let's see, hold this one up,
yeah.
Ron, and then we have.
The Rock and Jazz.
It's
And then,
super cool.
And then we have the Tetera Tuesday one, so you can
Bueno,
play.
man.
This is, esto es para los tamalones, This one is a 3XL. chica. Es la acordeón grande. Mira, ni me miro, bro. I'm behind the shirt. Es una cortina, carnal.
Esa shirt necesita una strap chingona.
You could hang this on your window if your curtains fall down or something, man. Just put a thumbtack.
Or you give it to the baby doll para que nomás se pone la camisa sola, así nada.
Yeah. Sí, nomás como una bata.
Exactamente.
Yeah, she walks in with nothing but this on y le dices, ven para acá para tocar el acordeón, baby.
Vamos a hacer una música de vida.
Déjame hacer una polka y hay una redoa y hay un guapango, baby. Terminamos con un guapango.
Vamos a zapatear.
So if you want one of those shirts, we have small through 3XL, as you can see. And all you have to do is the code for the Rockin' Chaz is RNC. Okay, RNC. Okay. And then put your XL or whatever size and then your address and the messages on Cash App. It's $30. Don't forget the address. Please. And also for the Tetera Tuesday t-shirt, TT is the code. And then small XL, S, XL, L, whatever your size is. And then your address as well. $30 on our Cash App, $ Rock and Roll James.
And if they do order and they do receive it, take a selfie of yourself wearing the shirt and send it in to our number.
Do you have a graphic there to show them?
For the number?
Yeah, or the not just the number, but the graphic of all the shirts you made. It was awesome.
Yeah, no.
Everybody wearing
that Tuesday. I can show it.
Yeah,
it's
show it.
Cool.
Show it, yeah, because that's what we do with all the fans that send us pictures.
That's awesome.
And you can send us a picture at 956-641-3241.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me show
Or
it.
if you guys want to send me stuff.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. For some reason,
send me a shirt, send me something. I'll wear it on the show, and it'll be a topic of conversation, man.
Yeah.
So for all the viewers,
I'm just gonna make you a shirt, Ron, with a salt shaker on it.
La Sal, el Randa Sal.
I'm just kidding.
Nobody go subscribe to your page now.
Hey.
No peleen.
What is it? Plug your page real quick one time.
Oh, it's my channel, Felicia Chavarria.
That's you have a YouTube channel already?
Yeah, my first video is going up tomorrow.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Send me the link so I can share it.
It's gonna be mostly pre-recorded videos, and but maybe me and Ron will do a live on a day that we're not here. We'll do a live.
Well, from now on, we're gonna have your link, and we'll put it in the description of all our videos so people can go to your channel as well. Okay, cool. And you can do the same for us. Okay.
Awesome. Yeah, I do. Cool? Yeah, I do talk about PBT on there. So
Dad's our was it Chris Jenner was the momager?
Dad's the dadager.
Dad's the dad. He's already like ching 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 ching.
10%.
10% fish.
Mochate.
Under the PBT umbrella, of course.
By the way, we also took some really nice pictures that we'll be putting up as well on our social media. Go to hashtag PVT is on Instagram. It's HASHTAG PVT. At hashtag PVT, okay?
Didn't you have some news about? I'm sorry to cut you off.
It's all right.
About the pumpkin patch that you went to.
Yeah. Well, we that was Saturday.
Right.
We put the show up on Saturday, but
you guys shut it down. Right?
Yeah.
So you're definitely gonna want to watch that on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, go to the YouTube because the T Ranch in La Feria, they hired hashtag PVT to promote the pumpkin patch,
and you guys shut it down,
and
right?
we did it. We started last Saturday, and we promoted it all last week.
Hell yeah!
And I got a call from the owner, Joey Trevino. He called me or texted me yesterday and said that they had to close the gates this past Saturday because they were to capacity, and it's a 75-acre ranch. So that's the power of hashtag PVT. If you want to be a supporter and you want us to promote your business or your product,
hell yeah.
Text 956-641-3241. We have Ron's sports segment. We have Felicia's celebrity news. We have Rally's headline. With Rock and Chaz, we have random album. We have Chaz's collectible. We have all kinds of segments. And when you do join this family, we also offer our social media as well. So everybody finds out about your business, your product. And it's very affordable. It's not like we're gonna take you to the town with the bank or anything like that.
If you shut down 75 acres, I mean, come on.
Yeah, it was,
You know what
it
I
was
mean?
crazy. And
That's awesome, man.
another thing is we usually deliver more than what we promise. Ain't that right, baby?
Yes, for sure.
Hell yeah. man.
And your support will help us grow, and we really appreciate that. Plus, we'll be
Yeah.
helping you, okay?
Thank you guys. Thank you, everybody.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we also have an address. Put it up, babe. We got a box that we haven't opened yet that came in today.
Oh.
So we're
show it on
constantly
Thursday.
receiving. And then I just got this Van Halen book from Andy Cancino.
Damn, that's awesome.
He sent this, and this is from 1978 through 1984.
Wow.
And it
Wow.
has like,
What was it?
it is just amazing pictures. You know,
Wow,
look at
that
this.
is so cool.
It's just
And they sent that to you at the
at
address
the address
that you're gonna put up.
Yeah,
Okay.
look at this classic picture of Van
Hell
Halen
yeah.
with David Lee Roth backstage, and it's just, man, it is amazing, dude.
Wow.
I mean, when I saw it, I got chills, dude, because this is the band
Yeah.
I followed when I was a kid. You know, back in junior high. So he
When
sent
you
me
when you
this.
had the feathered hair and you're walking down South Padre Boulevard
Yeah.
in a jacket with moccasins
Yeah.
on, it's like 100 degrees.
I was crazy, man. I was crazy. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us. We want to thank our sponsors. Of course, we didn't get to play their commercials, so we're going to finish off the show with them. Rene A. Flores, Law Office of Rene A. Flores, and of course, none other than Dr. T's Primary Care for Men. Y'all have a beautiful night, a beautiful evening. We'll see you Thursday at 6 o'clock for Throwback Thursday. And then Thursday night, 8:30, it's Rockin' Chaz, where we announce the winner for the awesome broken chair that we got for you. We're going to autograph it right now. Hey,
Hell yeah.
y'all have a good one. We leave you with a word from our sponsors. God bless y'all. Thank you for your
everybody.
support.
Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Bye,
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you for your support. Subscribe,
Yeah.
subscribe, subscribe,
Yes.
subscribe, subscribe.
With fall season and flu season coming up on us, Dr. T's Primary Care is offering flu vaccines to help keep you safe this flu season. Call us at 956-441-2188 to schedule your appointment. Also, take advantage of all the immune-boosting treatments Dr. T's Primary Care has to offer, from vitamins, supplements, immune-boosting injections, IV infusions, and we still offer COVID testing as well. So call 956-441-2188 today to schedule your flu vaccine with Dr. T's Primary Care.
I think whenever you have the restriction of people moving around from their home, you're going to see a drop in certain types of crimes. In this case, I've seen a significant drop off in individuals being arrested for drinking and driving. We've also seen an uptick in possession of drug cases. You have individuals who are now abusing drugs at home. They're restricted from working. You know, alcohol, drugs, depression, all those things kind of set in. We've seen an uptick in domestic abuse cases, solicitation of minors, crimes against minors, violation of protective orders. If you suspect that somebody is a victim of domestic abuse, I suggest that you call our district attorney's office and find out what type of resources are out there. I've also posted on my website certain articles and certain resources that are available to also individuals who are victims of abuse. And if you suspect somebody, if you have a friend who you believe is a victim and they're afraid to speak out, these are resources that are also available to them that you can advocate on their behalf. We definitely are concerned for the victims of the cases, yet in the same breath, those have been accused of those crimes, we still offer our services to those individuals as well. Another important thing I want to mention is the fact that many people during these times are dealing with depression. Again, we've isolated ourselves from other individuals. Human contact is very important for our self-esteem, for our well-being, and so if you do know somebody that is suffering from some sort of depression, I urge that you give them a call. During these times, we need to be able to reach out to individuals who we know that may have certain mental health issues and make sure they're doing all right. Isolation, quarantine can be tough on an individual, especially if you don't have that human interacting going on. Our office has remained open, although our doors are locked and closed. We do have signs at the door to be able to say, hey, look, we're still here, we're still working, but yet we're still trying to take the proper safety precautions to protect everybody. If you or your loved one has been accused of a crime, you need an experienced attorney, you need to call my office at 956-316-1991.